about you being gone is I can watch the game all day long, and I can stretch my legs out in the bed, extra pillow underneath my head. I don't know why nobody ever told me about the upside of lonely. I got a lot more room for my stuff, and I only have to wash one cup. I can stay up late and play my guitar, and the groceries go twice as far. I don't know why nobody ever told me about the upside of lonely. Your girlfriends ain't ringing the phone off the wall. I never have to hear from that mother-in-law. Ain't cut the grass since the middle of June. I smoke a big cigar up in my living room. Don't know why nobody ever told me about the upside of lonely. Clothes right on the floor, let the trash pile up right by the door. Eat pizza and ice cream 3 times a day, 'cause I ain't worried about watching my weight. I don't know why nobody ever told me about the upside of lonely. Yeah, man, just think about all the good things about you being gone. Stretch out here at home. Hey, man, come on in. Don't mind the muddy shoes on the white carpet. She ain't here. You hungry? Hey, man, I got some food if you want to eat. I got a microwave oven with little pictures on the front of it. Just pick what you want to eat and push the button, and it will cook it for you. Yeah, man, you can smoke that cigar up here in the kitchen. Just use that vase over there. Need something to drink? We got beer, bourbon, whiskey, scotch, Diet Coke, Fanta. Yeah, man, I bet you've been on the road for a minute. Bathroom's right down the hall. Switches on the left, doors on the right. Just remember to leave the lid up. Leave it up. Hey everybody, welcome to our Wednesday live show. We've got little Ellington here. He's going to join us for some information. We're going to talk about some different stuff. High five. That a boy. And then we're going to interview some folks. One more high five. High five. Yeah, boy. All right. So listen, first and foremost, we want to send out a big hello and let you know for all of our friends that are fighting fires throughout the entire state of California, Oregon, and even up into Washington.
You have our thoughts and our prayers and our aloha. We hope you guys are doing well, and we hope that the fires, the winds blow of change to some other place and not towards your homes and towards your family. So we're thinking about you guys. Also, I want to remind everybody about subscribing to our YouTube channel right here on YouTube. So have you there. So our first song tonight is one of my favorite songs off of our latest CD, as a matter of fact, our Brian Nova Collective CD that's for sale. You guys can check it out on our website, on my website at least, briannova.com, and buy yourself one of the coolest CD covers I've ever had, that's for sure. It's called Just You, Just Me. Just you, just me. Let's find a cozy spot to cuddle and move. Just us, just we. I've missed an awful lot. My trouble is you. Whoa, gee, what are your charms for? What are my arms for? Use your imagination. Just you, just me. I've missed an awful lot. My trouble is you. Just you, just me. Let's find a cozy spot to cuddle and move. Just us, just we. I've missed an awful lot. My trouble is you. Yo, gee, what are your charms for? What are my arms for? Use your imagination. Just you, just me. I'll tie a lover's knot. I've missed an awful lot. I'll tie a lover's knot around wonderful you. Just you, just me. Man, oh man, oh man. What a day, what a day, what a night. Hey there, little fella. Ellington wants to be on the show all week long, so we decided we're just going to put a little post up for him, and he could be like, kind of like my little Ed McMahon. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, little Pelly? Yeah, he's kind of getting kind of bored right now. But anyway, we see we got a bunch of pals out there watching. Aaron Langton, one of our past guests, he's out there at the Man Cave, at Brett's Man Cave, the May Man Cave. I'm so glad you guys are joining. Looks like you're smoking some really good stuff over there. By the way, tonight I am going to be smoking this wonderful Avo. If you can see it there. It is a classic covers. And I'm, as you guys probably know, I'm a huge Avo Davidoff fan. I like all that stuff. And we're going to light this one on fire tonight. Later on, I can assure you of that. Also, right here, folks, I want you guys to check out our PayPal account. Never expected, but always, always appreciated. Please help fund our ongoing shows here each week at our PayPal account.com, .me, something like that. And, of course, our YouTube channel. Please sign up, be subscribed to our channels. The more subscribers we have, the more people we can send the show out to. What else do we need to talk about? Just another big shout out there to folks. Dr. Eric's with us. Dr. Eric better be getting, it's good to see you out there. And of course, George, our pal, my dear pal, Georgie, my amigo over there, and everybody at the Churchill Room. And I see my pal Solo there, and John Connors and all our fans over at the Vertigo Club. So glad to have you with us tonight. Here's a wonderful tune. And when I'm with my big band, this is one of my favorite songs to sing with my big band. Don't worry about me. I'll get along. Just you forget about me. Be happy, my love. Just say that our little show is over, and so the story ends. Why not call it a day in a sensible way, and we'll remain friends. Look out for yourself, should be the rule. You just give your heart and your love to whomever you love. Don't you be a fool. Baby, why stop and cling to some losing thing that used to be? So if you can't forget, don't you worry about me. Look out for yourself, should be the rule. You just give your heart and your love to whomever you love. Don't you be a fool. Baby, why stop and cling to some losing thing that used to be? So if you can't forget, don't you worry about me. And I mean that. Don't worry about me. I got this covered. Anyway, wonderful tune. Great to hear from Mr. Dennis Crosby, one of my favorite late night cigar smoking, scotch drinking, bass playing fool pals. Good to hear from you, Dennis. Miss you, man. Miss you big time. Also, Murray Orrick, miss you too. He was on the show a few weeks ago, Our Hearts of Romaine. And man, I hope you guys are doing well out there. And Ellington's still kind of pacified back here, so we're just gonna let him just kind of keep on keeping on back there. came from, I guess, too much coffee today. But I've been trying to get back to practicing just a little bit these days. It's getting harder and harder by the moment. Anyway, listen, I want to put this away for a minute and start talking about our next guest, our first guest for tonight. And he is a dear pal of mine, one of the top drummers on the West Coast, or anywhere for that matter. Leo's been a professional drummer and musician for over 40 years. He is one of the first called drummers on the entire West Coast. He's done more studio work up and down Northern and Southern California. He's played with everybody from Dave Koz, Victor Wooten, Bill Chaplin, Zach Brown, Kurt Elling, Ron Eshtay, Steve Oliver, Jimmy Buffett, Clint Black, and he's been on stage with such groups as Eddie Money, Ronnie Montrose, the Three Dog Night, Boz Skaggs, Jeff Lober, and many, many, many more. It's unbelievable, his accomplishments at such a young age. When you see him, he just looks like he's about, I don't know, just out of high school. But it is such a thrill to have him here with us tonight. So let's welcome Leo Vigil to the program. Leo, you there?
I am here.
Dude, there you are. Hey, that's a mighty good-looking Fender bass you got back there, man. I like that.
Oh.
Not that I don't like the drums and the piano either. Those are gorgeous, man. So what's going on over there in the land of Leo?
You know, just we welcomed the fog the last 2 days. It's cooled off because we had 100 degrees in Laguna, which when it's 80, we're dying here. And it was 100. So then finally Monday, fog rolled in the morning. It's been cool. And just today, about 10 o'clock, the smoke rolled in. So we hadn't had no smoke until today.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I feel bad for all my Northern California friends. Wow. I see all the pictures they're posting. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like it's a different country over there. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, scary.
I guess I do know what's going on. It's sad. I wish there was something we could do to help. But we're same out here in the Des, man. It's today we finally cooled down a little bit, but it has been just like 122 and humid and smoky and nasty. Yeah. So listen, man, I want to ask you a couple questions before we show our first video. First off, give me a little background where you started from. I mean, you're from the Bay Area originally, right?
Yes, grew up in Pittsburgh, California, East Bay, and it's a very unique town, man. Very diverse, and so I grew up listening to all styles of music, a lot of soul, funk, and R&B. So I had a drum set at a very young age. I saw a video recently, old 8mm of me banging on a toy drum set at about age of 3. And then I found another picture, this is recently because we sold our mom's house. So we were going through stuff and I was probably maybe 5 with this drum set with a big bass drum with like a palm tree on the front of it. Very cool looking. And I just found that within the last year. So I just started on drums and I moved to accordion, but I always played drums. I always had a fake drum set, like a Sears or Montgomery Ward's drum set. But I played accordion from about age 6 to maybe 11 or so. And some interesting things happened then. What happened was I developed my ear then, but I also developed a bad habit of not reading music. My teacher would put up the book for me and the charts for me, and then she would play the song for me, and I would play it back verbatim, looking through the music, not at the music.
Gotcha, yeah.
And so that started my ear training, and actually I'm lucky, I'm very fortunate to have a good ear where I can hear a lot of things sometimes I don't want to hear. It's a gift and it's a curse because you tend to hear every wrong note. But finally she told me, well, you're not reading music, and I was playing Barcarolle, Bicycle Built for Two, Lady of Spain, Beer Bell Polka, your typical, songs. She goes, well,
yeah, but you're doing this all by ear, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
And so she goes, well, why don't you, I go, I hate this music. Why don't you do songs you want to do? So I did, but I had to write out the chords, and the bass on this side. So I remember doing Midnight Hour, I'm going to wait
Sure.
and respect, and da, da, da. And I wrote them out. I wrote out the chords, and I guess I wrote out the melody. I mean, that's at some point, but and finally I just I got tired of that and just kept playing drums. Started playing with bands at about 11. So backyard parties, garages, and all that. Yeah. Just
Man.
stay with.
That's some great that's a great origin story for sure.
Yeah.
Dude. Well, listen, I want to play our first video here, if you don't mind. You can stick around, right?
Yes, sir.
So this first song we're gonna do is a very cool song, and I'm gonna make a misnomer of it because, or a disclaimer, I should say, because it is one of the most misnamed tunes in jazz. It's called Mania De Carnival. It's from the movie Black Orpheus, and in English we call it A Day in the Life of a Fool, story of my life. But it's a beautiful tune, and it's and Leo does this fantastic job of playing this wonderful solo above to bring us in, and it's great. You'll get a chance to hear it right now. So please check out Leo Vigil with, of course, our dear pal Terry Miller and yours truly playing Mania De Carnival. Swingin, man. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey, we got some of our pals. Bob Sky says hi. Dr. Eric says hi. Aaron. Yeah, man. Bunch of guys. Bruce Ferris, fantastic bassist up in the Seattle area. I used to see Bruce play with the great Overton Barry years ago. Good to see you, Bruce. Hope you all's well. Hey, so listen, tell me some stuff. I know you spend part of the year in Southern Cal, in Laguna Niguel, and I know you spend part of the year up in the Bay Area, you know, where you kind of your roots are at. How does those two compare? I mean, you're one of the few guys who gets to like cross-pollinate between both, and you know, tell me some positives and maybe some differences about playing with the North Cal guys and the South Cal.
See, people are gonna.
Yeah, let's see who chimes in.
I gotta say, well, you know, I was established in the Bay Area for, you know, many years before I moved down here, and down here it's a whole different scene, you know. So you have the industry people, you know, and the people who are the studio guys, and then there really isn't an LA scene club-wise because people come from all over the country and world to play in the little clubs. I played those clubs in the 80s. You know, we went, oh, let's go to LA. We're playing, you know, the Troubadour. We're playing, gosh, can't even remember all the ones back in the day. And the Bay Area is much more of I think like a family unit. You know, musicians they really get together, play a lot together, and more of a unity, I think, because Los Angeles is so spread out. It's
so hard to get your arms around.
Orange County, and I've just recently met a bunch of Orange County guys, you know, and I was here for years, you know, but I just recently in the last 2 years met a bunch of the Orange County guys, you know, and I rarely played in Orange County. I did a lot of studio work. There were studios, about 3 or 4 different studios that were calling me a lot, you know, and they would refer me to another studio, but I never really got into the LA scene. I did like a couple at the Ripley Studio and some of those ones, but I did more down here, and now I've just gotten to know these guys. But in the Bay Area, everybody knows everybody, kind of, and it's more like a family. It really is. Well, like the desert. Out in the desert is kind of like that.
The desert's very, very, very family oriented, or, you know, we feel like the desert reminds me a lot of when I lived in the North Bay. I lived in Sonoma for many years, and that whole Sonoma Napa group was kind of the same way as they are down here. It's everybody's sort of looking out for each other, and it's just hard to come by when you come from the cities. You know, when you like Seattle wasn't. Seattle was kind, but it wasn't like not the support I see down here in the smaller communities. It's just too many people in the big cities, you know.
And I was just getting my feet wet in the desert, you know. That was fun out there.
Right. I remember that. That was a lot of fun having you out here.
I placed there for a little while, and yeah.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I want to lay another video on them real quick here. We decided to kind of change it up, folks, and get a little more bluesy, funky on for you. In fact, hey, Masoni, you want to hit the other camera over here? I don't know if they can see it with the other side camera. Oh, yeah, there you go. I pulled out, where'd you go, Eddie? There it goes. Anyway, I pulled out the old 335 here for this one. It's actually 340, but nobody knows or cares what that really means.
Did you notice what I did?
I did. You changed out drum kits. I couldn't believe it.
I pulled out the 1966 Club Date Ludwig kit.
Dude, unbelievable. Well, it sounds great. So anyway, here's Leo, myself, and Terry again, the great Terry Miller. We're playing a blues tune by the great B.B. King called "The Thrill Is Gone." Check it out. Yeah, man. Thrill's gone.
Nice.
Yeah,
like
dude. So listen, where'd you go to high school at? Up in the Bay Area?
Yes, Concord, California, De La Salle High School.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting, the transition I made from living in Pittsburgh to going to De La Salle High School, because I grew up playing, like I say, funk, soul, R&B, and all of a sudden I went to this high school and guys were dressing different, and even though I had blonde hair, blue eyes, I still stuck out like a sore thumb. I learned how to fit in.
Yeah, I bet.
My senior year in high school, I was playing 3 nights a week with a country band, making $75 a night, which was very cool. In my freshman year, I played my first nightclub in San Francisco. I was 14, but nobody in school knew I played drums. I was kind of embarrassed about it. It sounds weird, but I just kind of, it was kind of a weird thing. I thought it was weird. So, but I was playing all through high school. And then once I got out of there, I just started playing. I was going to maybe try to go to school, do this, and I just started playing full time. Went on the road for a couple of years, toured with a band from Colorado for about a year and a half, and then I did Vegas, Atlantic City with Robin Lewis, who's friend of Jerry Lopez. Yeah, it's a small world. How come? And literally, I left the week early before a tour was over because my ex-wife was pregnant with my first child, and Robin goes, "You go home early, otherwise I'll never forgive myself." So I was mad. I want the money. So I got home, and within 24 hours, my oldest daughter, Tara, was born. And after that, I stayed around. I didn't tour much. I stayed home. I was a Mr. Mom, which was very good. 3 daughters, Tara, Erica, Sierra.
Yeah.
They I love them dearly, and they're so much fun. They keep me going. They inspire me every day. So they now have kids of their own. I have 7 grandkids.
7 grandkids. Freaking believable.
Crazy.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Dennis Crosby says they had high school back in the 1800s? Question mark. Nice, Dennis, yeah.
I was a track star, too, in high school.
Were you?
Actually, junior Olympian. I went to, so that's where I got the double bass. I still play double bass.
That's where that comes from. Hurdles, who knew? Very cool, very cool. Well, listen, brother, man, we're going to thank you so much for doing this and for taking the time out of your week to do some of this recording, man. We so appreciate it. It sounds so great.
I tell you, we love your show. We sit down every Wednesday outside the Domino's and have you out there, and we watch you playing and have a cocktail. Yeah, so I love your show, and I appreciate you, the invite.
Well, dude, we're gonna come over and head your way. Get out of this heat for a little bit.
Anytime, you and Miz, come over, man. I miss her too.
Dude, we will. Thank you so much, and we'll be in touch.
All right,
Leo. Thanks.
All right, see you.
Ah, man, the man, Leo Vigil.
Thank you,
What
Bob.
a treat. Hey, listen, folks, we got a couple things to talk about. Remember to check out our, where it is, right about there, our PayPal. Help us fund the show. Also, check out our YouTube channel right here. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, if you probably noticed, we're moving the show from my Facebook page, my personal page, over to my, they call it a fan page or business page. And that's just Facebook. That's the way Facebook likes to do things. So we're working it. And we're hoping to keep bringing you great content and great music each and every week. And that being said, I've got our second guest all queued up to go. And he is a dear friend of ours from the Bay Area. Pianist extraordinaire, Eddie Mendenhall's with us. And he's a composer as well, and an arranger. And he is one of the first call guys up in the Bay Area as well. Eddie attended Berklee College of Music and got also moved to Japan and spent 7 years over there touring at a part in Tokyo. And I, of course, have a big part of my heart for Japan because Our trio used to tour it every year for almost 12 years, and a lot of dear friends over there, a lot of great musicians and wonderful memories. So, and Eddie does too. So I can certainly understand where he's coming from about wanting to play in Japan. Eddie's played with everybody from Manhattan Jazz Quintet, Ray Drummond, Akira Tana, great drummer, Dottie Donegan, and all sorts of other greats. But most importantly, I've had the chance to play with him, man. I just love his piano playing, and I love him as a pal. So we're gonna bring our pal Eddie Mendenhall in here. Eddie, come on in. You there?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. I can hear you.
Hey, Brian, man, you were absolutely swinging, man. What was that you were playing, man? What was that up-tempo thing? That was burning.
Oh, dude, it was this. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. That was just sort of, I guess, one too many eggs for breakfast or something. I just had a burst of energy and decided. It's because I mean, unlike we were just talking about this earlier, you've been practicing all kinds of crazy stuff during this, right? Pandemic.
Yeah. I always like to play giant steps, so I decided to go up a half step every chorus. It's nuts, man. It's crazy. It starts
That is crazy.
You know, it's a triangle, right? And eventually the triangle like flips on top of itself. You know, it's this weird circle of anyway. Yeah. I mean, that's what the pandemic does to us. You know, we start doing weird things, man.
Well, I can think of a lot worse things to be doing in a pandemic than playing giant steps and half steps. Yeah,
but it was so great to see you and hear you, and also to see Leo. I love Leo. Leo, you're the best, man. It's great I wish we could all play together, and I think we will soon. Yeah,
I think we will too. Well, listen, speaking of playing together, I want to lay the first video out that we did. It's very cool. I was talking to Eddie the other day and asked, what do you want to do? And what songs come up to mind? And he happened to pick a song that I've been dying to play forever. It's one of my faves. And I just kind of, how we put songs off on the sides and stuff. And so I thought it's perfect timing to do this. So here's Eddie on piano, Terry Miller on the bass, Andy Fraga Jr. on the drums, and yours truly playing and singing Give Me the Simple Life. Check it out. All right, here we go, Eddie.
I don't believe in fretting or grieving. Why mess around with strife? I was never cut out to step and strut out. Give me the simple life. Son, find it pleasant, dining on pheasant. Those things roll off my knife. Just serve me tomatoes, mashed potatoes. Give me the simple life. A cottage small is all I'm after, not one that's spacious and wide. A house that rings with joy and laughter, with the ones you love inside. Some like the high road, I like the low road, free from all care and strife. It sounds corny and seedy, oh yes indeed. Give me the simple life, Eddie. that's spacious and wide. A house that rings with joy and laughter, with the ones you love inside. Some like the high road, some like the low road, free from all care and strife. It sounds corny and seedy, but oh yes indeedy, give me the simple life. Give me the simple life.
Yeah, Eddie's swinging, man.
Thank you, man. Give us a simple life. We all want to get back to that, don't we?
We sure do.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Dude, how'd you learn how to swing so hard, man? You sound great.
Oh man, I always just love. Well, I think in the mid '80s, I was a freshman in high school, and I had my Sony Walkman, and I'd record. I had some tape cassettes, and I remember riding the bus to school every morning. I had to take like an hour to get to school in the bus, so it was like real early. But I had my own bench in the bus. I could just lay down and listen to Oscar Peterson. I don't know how. So I just kept going through Oscar Peterson, Bud Powell, and I had some cool tapes to play over and over again. We didn't have streaming, and so I think a lot of the young people now, they might jump to the next song after like 30 seconds, but with me, I had auto reverse, right? You remember auto
nice.
reverse?
I do.
Yeah, so I just love swinging, man, because it's just so much fun. It's just infectious, right?
Yeah, and I think musicians these days, they just don't do enough of it. I think there should be more swinging out there.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, maybe it's becoming a lost art. I don't know, or there's less people swinging than it's cool. I think things go in full circle. I'm sure. People are gonna realize again. Hey, remember that stuff swinging, and they'll start playing it more, man.
yeah, remember that stuff those guys used to play that no one understood? I don't get it, man. Hey, man, You're looking good. Have you been? What you been doing during the pandemic?
Well, despite all my gigs and jazz camps this summer being canceled, I figured, well, how people always say, well, at least I have my health, Well, I figured I like to be in the position where I could actually say that truthfully. So I just decided to start taking walks and start watching what I eat more and get my sleep and all those things that normally I never did. Eating meals at the same time, and sleeping at the same hours. And
so what are you eating these days?
Well, check this out, man. It's so weird. I never thought I'd do this, but I got onto this health thing. I started doing research, and one thing led to another, and so now I'm doing like whole foods, plant-based eating. So I'm just basically eating plants.
Wow.
And I got and I'm also getting really into sprouts, man. So this is my jar right here of, they're just getting started. They don't have tails yet, but these are my lentil sprouts. Lentils like triple in vitamin C. When they're sprouted.
I thought that was a jar of something else.
Oh yeah, like homemade.
I'm going, yeah, dude. All right, yeah. Diet's going well. So what else do you do with your diet? So you've got lentils in a jar, and what else?
Well, I really love. See, that's the thing, man. I don't want to miss out on flavor. I love flavorful things, right? So, and I really love Indian food. So I got a hold of one of those. I got a hold of one of those instant pots, man. So I've been doing all this Indian cooking, and like tons of potatoes, and I'll do the lentils in there too, and go crazy with the spices, and it's pretty hit, man. It's filling. I'm not hungry, and I'm running up and down the hill, the forest over here in Pebble Beach, and I also, when I was younger, I used to kick the sack around, the bean bag.
Oh yeah.
But like
hacky sacks.
Usually we'd have like 3 or 4 guys in a circle or whatever. But I do this by myself, and it's actually really good exercise. My record is 87 kicks right now without it hitting the ground. And I'll tell you, man, your heart, you wouldn't think it is exercise, but I got the Apple Watch on, and I hit my max, man. I redlined it, man. I guess my max heart rate is supposed to be 172, and I got up to like 172. It was wild.
Wow.
But I started to get a little bit more in shape, so and it's getting easier, a little bit easier. It was hard at first. And I started running a little bit, but I got one of those Morton's neuroma. It's like this nerve in your foot that hurts from like a lot of impact. So I got to go to an just when I was getting into running, it's like all of a sudden I got this nerve pain. So I got to fix that. But other than that, I've been practicing and, writing tunes and I don't know. And I have a few gigs actually. I've done some cool live stream things. Well, back on, there's a cool series at the Kooumba Jazz Center in Santa Cruz.
Sure,
so Tim Jackson, he's the artistic director of the Monterey Jazz Festival also, but he runs a cool series, and I did a thing with the Gary Meek Quartet. That's episode 15. That was back in late June. So that's still, they're all archived, just like your show is, right? Yeah, so anyway, I will have a trio thing coming up. We film on October 4th, and it comes out 2 weeks later. So I guess that would be the October 18th, I believe it will come out, and then it'll be archived. Cool. So yeah, and I got Stan Poplin on bass, who is he's a great classical player, but also kind of like an Eddie Gomez, Gary Peacock.
Rest his soul.
All right, yeah, man. He's kind of that kind of player, and and then I had this young drummer who was actually a former student of mine when I taught the Kooumba honor band, and he's from the North East Indian. His name is Keshav Badish, and he plays tabla as well. But he's a really good drum kit player, so he's going to be on drums. I'm looking forward to that.
Dude, that sounds like a great show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going live when now?
That's going to be, it's going live on October, I believe 18th, a Monday, right? October 4th, 11th. It's 2 weeks after October, 5th. Monday's the 5th, right? So, I'm sorry, it will come out on October 19th.
Gotcha. All right, well, write that down, folks. Put that in your notes. We want to check that out. Speaking of checking it out, man, let me lay down another video we did this week. You mind, Eddie?
Oh, yeah, please do.
So this one's just a fun one. It's, again, the same quartet playing one of our favorites called All of Me. Give it a listen.
All of Mia.
Here we go, boys.
All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbyes left me with eyes that cry. Oh, how can I go on living without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? Come on, Eddie, take some. take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on living without you? You made this mess, so why don't you come back and pick up the rest? So why not, 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 why take all of me? Eddie. Yeah, man, all of me, all of you, it's all swinging there, Eddie.
Thanks, man. I had so much fun recording that. You know, I mean, you guys laid the tracks down, and I was listening to Andy's ride cymbal and the gang and locking in, man. You know, it's cool, man. We can still lock in. Right?
The gang and the gang, yeah.
The gang and the gang.
I like that. Yeah, Terry's got the gang and the gang.
Yeah,
right, I can't wait to use that one. Hey, listen, man. I just heard a bird told me that today's a special day for you and your wife.
That's right. Believe it or not, it's today, this day, 25 years ago, I got married in Carmel, California.
25 years ago?
Yeah, man.
What were you, like 7 when you got married?
Yeah. It was an arranged marriage.
Is that even legal in Carmel? You know, I know a lot of things are, but I don't know about a 7-year-old marriage. God, well, that's fantastic. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
Yes. So, and unfortunately, I can't be with my wife because she's actually in Japan right now taking care of her mother. So I just wanted to wish my wife, and she's my Hato. Hato means pigeon in Japanese, so I always call her Hato. So happy anniversary, Hato. I love you and I miss you. And we'll see each other again soon, all right? So hang in there.
Now you're heading over to Japan yourself too, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with the family over there, and we're gonna go to Yokohama and also go up and check out Sapporo. I used to live in Japan. My daughter was born there, and in Yokohama, Japan. I was there from '95 to 2002, just taking the trains up to Tokyo and playing gigs all over the place. It was fun, man. It was a lot of fun.
Dude, I just missed you. I started touring there in about 2001, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you just missed. Well, yeah, I was on my way stateside because I came here in 2002. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it over there. I love it over there.
Yeah,
I'll be back
fun.
in a few years.
Yeah, the trick is going to be it's going to be tough to not eat sushi. I don't know. I might have to eat some sushi.
Yeah. Your sprout thing might go. You have to be a sashimi kind of guy, I guess, right?
All right.
You can have fish, right?
Only raw fish, yeah.
Yeah, only raw fish, of course. Only raw fish on rice.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, Eddie, I can't thank you enough for doing this today and spending some time with us.
Oh, it's my absolutely pleasure, man. I was just thinking, like, you know, what's going to be like after, you know, all this social distancing is over. I mean, your show has been great for so many people to, like, you know, just to, like, hang for a second. Like Leo was saying, you know, just go out on you know, have a cocktail and enjoy. So, I mean, I just hope that you keep it going, man. I mean,
dude,
why not?
Thank you.
You know, why not?
We're planning on, as long as I keep convincing Masoni to spend her Wednesday nights here in front of a laptop helping me out, we'll keep doing it. Poor thing, you know. I'm sure she's hoping that we either get picked up or canceled, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'd love. This is like our 18th or 19th episode, so we're chugging along.
It's fun. It's just fun for folks that, you know, you have a wider audience. Of course, nothing beats the real thing. I mean, when I can, like, you know, smell your cigar, and that really makes it happen, you know.
It's time to run, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got a bunch of cigar smokers joining us tonight. Burry Oric says hi, and Aaron Lincoln.
Oh yeah.
All those guys. Dennis Desjardins, Dr. Dennis is on, and Vince Littleton, one of our pals up in the Bay Area there.
Oh man, I love those guys, man.
So
Hello, man.
they all send you their best.
Oh, out of sight. Well, man, yeah. Well, are you gonna be? If you're gonna be coming up to the Bay Area, man, please give me a shout out, and we'll go. We'll do a social distance jam session, maybe.
Dude, I'd love it.
Yeah.
We'll find some big long pier we could play on.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of cats. I saw them popping up on the chat that I would, that would be fun. We could probably even play some swing, maybe.
Dude, stop teasing me. I'll be there in a heartbeat. Yeah, man, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dude, we're on our way. I'm going to get Masoni and Doggy packed up. We're heading up there now.
Yeah, man. Out of sight.
Eddie, thank you so much, man. Stay in touch.
Absolutely.
Do not leave for Japan without calling us and letting us know.
Okay, for sure. I will do that. We'll be in touch, and we'll play again soon live. Thanks again for doing this, Brian. You're the best.
Thank you,
Eddie.
Eddie.
Looking forward to the next show.
Man, thank you. All right.
Thanks. All right. See you soon.
Eddie Mendenhall, man, what a cat, what a player, and it's so much fun having him on the show with us today. A couple of housekeeping bits. First and foremost, another dear friend of ours in the Bay Area, the one and only Larry Dunlap. He does his show from Uncle Larry's Cave. That starts at 7 o'clock tonight, so if you guys can, check it out. We want to send a big thank you out to CRA, to Benedetto, and of course a shout out to Leo and Eddie, and we're gonna also a big shout out to my producer here is telling me all the things I'm missing here. We want to big a shout out to our pal Ted Hall and his family and all our friends up in the in wine country up there. We know they've been fighting fires. Tom Gamble and a bunch of our friends up there, Dave Miner, have been fighting fires for quite a while now, over a month, and we hope them and wish them all well. We're thinking about you guys. Our pal John Belletto, of course, over in the Sonoma side. Lots of stuff going. A lot of crazy weather out there, folks. So be safe, of course. If you're going to throw parties, try not to light any fireworks off at your parties. Even I will smoke my cigar on cement. So stay away from that fire stuff. Also, next week we have with us, supposed to be this week, but he's on the road, but we finally got him pinned down. Next week, the great Marcus Lovett's going to be joining us next week. And if that's not enough, this coming Friday is our lovely Masoni's birthday. She is one of those 9/11 babies. And so if you guys get a chance, send her some happy birthday wishes on 9/11. And I know we'll be making steaks or doing something around here for her birthday. Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. And we hope you're safe. We hope you guys are kind to each other. And remember, no matter how bad it gets, no matter what happens, when things start to get you down, remember to keep it swinging.